Hi, this is Rabbi Chaim Kaufman. Welcome to our 295th installment in the Torah portion of the week. We are holding by Parshat Vayakhel Pekudei, the end of the book of Exodus, a double parsha meaning that there are times during the year the Torah portion will be doubled up on Shabbos in order to finish the entire Torah within a year, meaning from the book of Genesis to the end of the book of Deuteronomy. So the Parshat Vayakhel speaks about Shabbos, right? Speaks about contributions to the Mishkan, construction of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, inspiration from the heart, who's going to give to the Mishkan. Then it talks about the mandate, talks about the work, the curtains, the cover, the planks, all these different things, the ark, the cover, the menorah, the burnt offering on the altar, the laver, the courtyard. Then it's Parshat Pekudei, talks about the material used for the work, Aaron's vestments, the ephod, breastplate, the robe of the ephod, the tunics of linen, right? A lot here in the parsha. And the Torah says, book of Exodus chapter 35 verse 20, it says the entire assembly of the children of Israel left Moses present. Right? The question is, what does that mean? Right? They left where they were. Right? They left where they were. Comes along, Moy Rebbe, Arav Agon or Moshe should be well. Brings down and it's commentary on Chumash, Chochma V'das. And he has like this at the beginning of the verse. It says, V'yatzu kol hadas b'nei Yisrael. They went out. Children of Israel went out before Moshe. And then the next verse, what does it say? It says, Ve'avoyu kol ish asher nasu liboy. It says, and each person went and they gave money. They donated money. They donated money towards the Mishkan, towards the tabernacle. And they brought it to the tent of meeting. So Rebbe says, over here, all the Jewish people came in front of Moshe. And they heard from him the mitzvah to give, to help build the tabernacle. You need money, right? You need material. So they heard from him the mitzvah to give, but only those that raised up their hearts or their spirits, so to speak, they brought truma, they brought money, right? They brought what to help because they internalized the message. Said such an important thing. Okay, let's help. Because there has to be somebody who has a special heart. Because for them to have a special heart, why are they going to help? Why would they help over here? Then Rebbe says today, many people come to hear the drush. Many people come to hear the sermon. But to take what they learn and put it into practical terms, that's only someone who lifts up his heart to want to do the right thing. Or they feel it. Maybe they feel the obligation, spiritual obligation. Right? And this goes throughout all generations, in all places. So, very interesting thing here. What do I see? Even though everyone came in front of Moshe, what did Moshe do? Moshe spoke about the Mishkan, spoke about the tabernacle, and the importance to build it, to give to it, to contribute. The Rebbe says, the Torah tells me only someone who had an uplifted heart would help. Well, isn't that what charity is? You feel the obligation. Someone needs help, you help them. If you can. It's one of the things that makes a Jew a Jew, right? We are by Shanim Rahmanim Gimul Chasadim. Get embarrassed easily. We have compassion for others. And we do chesed. We do acts of loving kindness. We help others. Over here, Jews give more to charity exponentially than anyone else. Because we're taught to give. right? We're born and bred that way, to want to help. Now, some people may have a yetzer hara. They may have an evil inclination. They don't want to help. Why should I help? Let them help themselves. Let them get out of their own problem. Right? Why does that have to come from me? So it's very interesting. Rabbi here says a lot of people come to the drush. A lot of people come to the sermon. Who hears the sermon though? Meaning, how does it affect them that they want to take action? Shouldn't we want to take action? Shouldn't we want to help others? Someone comes to make an appeal. Happens all the time in synagogues. That, someone, I don't know, sickness in the family, they have to make a wedding. A lot of things going on. They need help. It's embarrassing. But they turn to the community for help. So a person should help. No question. You should try and help whatever you can give. But see, there's a special yetzer hara over here. The special yetzer hara, the special evil inclination is, why should I help? Even if I have. Let them help themselves. I made money. I worked hard. Let them work hard. It's not always so simple. You have disabilities. They got injured. They can't work. Someone's incapacitated. There are a lot of things. Mental illness. Many things go on. Not a question, he had so many kids, whatever. They should, you should be able to work to afford them. If not, don't have so many kids. That's not the case. Because we believe in God. We believe God runs the world. There are things that can happen. Well, later it should happen to us. There are terrible things can happen. Sometimes the person may feel they have no choice. They have to have others help. Well, but what do you see over here? Right here it says, person can make an appeal. Person can ask for help. Not everyone comes running to help. Maybe some more, some less. And some people say, what can I do? Well, you're barking up the wrong tree. Or as they say in Boston, you're barking up the wrong tree. What are you going to do? You don't want to help. It's their choice. They have the merit. They could help. They don't. A person helps whatever they can do. Right? But a person could hear the plight. Could hear the cause. Doesn't resonate. Not going to help. Other things you would think are less important. They say, yeah, I'll help for that. But for this, not going to help. So what does it show? It shows a person can hear the drasha. Person can hear the sermon. Doesn't affect them. You can say the person should have spoke better, should have done this, should have done that. Doesn't speak to them. So a person can come in here and not hear. They don't want to hear. Or they have their own agenda why they don't want to do X, Y, or Z. So in order to give money, in order to help out others, you have to have special heart. You have to want to give. You have to want to help. It has to be, my Rebbe says, someone with an uplifted heart that understands spirituality. As people would say, wouldn't you rather give than have to receive? Anyone who's been on both sides understands. If you have money, you should give. Give 10%, 20% to charity. Help others. Less fortunate. And if God forbid you're on the other side, you understand what it means. Embarrassment. Yeah. But okay. Right? It's the whole reason God made poor people. People struggle. Because otherwise, people who have money wouldn't get a portion of the world to come. Gives them the ability to help others. Can it be? God can support everyone, sure. He can make everyone have money. He can make everyone be successful. But he doesn't. It's not about how much you work or how much you don't work. What's the bottom line? No guarantee. Chosov says in Judaism, hard, sharp, bitachon. You have to put your best foot forward. Is putting your best foot forward a guarantee for success? No. He says not a guarantee. But you would think if a person does that, then you should be successful. All things being equal. If people say you must be doing something wrong. You're only doing something wrong unless you're in a field that really doesn't make a lot of money, which there are. There are fields that don't make a lot of money. Okay? But that's not the topic here. Right? The idea is you put your best foot forward. Okay? Guarantee for success? No. From the secular world, they'll say, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to try the other thing. Which you have to put your best foot forward. But they make the mistake and say, oh, I put my best foot forward, I should see success. Not necessarily. You have to do it, you have no choice. So here, a person, if they're more fortunate than others, do they give thanks to God they have it, want to help others or not? A lot of people don't want to necessarily help. Maybe they will if you force them, you twist their arm, you make them feel guilty, this, that. Okay, they'll get merit for it, some level. Some level of merit. But here, my Rebbe says, you have to have an uplifted heart. You have to have it, you have to feel it spiritually. And if you don't feel it spiritually, you're not going to help. It doesn't speak to me. I want to help other things. Save the whales. Help the Arabs. Help Jews. Maybe a liberal leftist cause. Maybe. Right? But practically speaking, they don't want to help. But it's a merit. It's a merit from within that a person should help. Again, people can do what they want. No question. You can tell me something speak to more people, less to others. But your brother's in trouble. They need help. And a person says, no, I'm not going to help. Other things, less things they would help, maybe. Okay. They don't have the merits. Very scary thing. Everybody is saying, you want to give, you want to help others, you have to have a special merit. Right? You have to feel it deep within your heart spiritually. You know what? A lot of people don't have that. Or they have it for things that don't matter. Things that are irrelevant or bad. People love to come to Israel or pay money to build forests, build trees. Right? Sorry, plant trees. A lot of people, JNF, Jewish National Fund, plant trees so the Arabs can burn it down. What about education? What about needy brides? What about orphans? No, I want to help plant trees. A lot of American Jews spend money to plant trees. How many trees does Israel need? Again, it's symbolic. Okay. What do people really need? Schools struggling. Orphans. We mentioned a whole list. Now I want to give it to the Arabs. Want to help liberal leftist causes. Maybe you get credit, maybe. So where's the person's seichel? Where's their understanding over here? To do the right thing. What's the problem? Simple. Throwing money away. The Rebbe says, anyone want to give to the Mishkan? They wanted to give money to help build the Mishkan. The tabernacle, you had to have a merit, you had to have a schus. And if you don't have a schus, you don't have a merit over here. You don't have that spiritual side coming out wanting to shine. You don't have it. So you waste your money. You waste it on other things. Things that don't matter. But a person will say, that's what you say. But these things, these leftist things, they matter to me. Okay. The Torah is telling you. Torah is telling you building the Mishkan. Right? They needed money from people to buy, to get the materials to do it. Oh, the Mishkan. Going to bring God's presence to the world? No, I'm not that interested. I'm not that interested. I'd rather do something else. But to be able to give to help others, you have to have a heart. You have to have a heart. Not because you feel obligated. That's not having a heart. You help because, you feel you have no choice. The family, after all. Family comes first. True. That's not giving with a full heart. You get credit. Not going to say not. Get a C-, Kaufman would say. But you have to have the right heart in spiritual terms. And if you didn't have the right heart, you didn't give. You would not give to the building of the Mishkan. Mind-boggling. People saw God face to face, Mount Sinai. Survived all the plagues. Went through the sea. Not going to give to the Mishkan. Not going to help build it. You have to have a spiritual heart. You have to want to go in the right direction. Some people don't. They're not interested. They want to do what they want to do. Okay? Their choice. 100% their choice. But they lose out. So the ones that help build the Mishkan, they help build yeshivas, they help orphans, all these things, they have the heart. They have a heart, a spiritual heart. And the ones that don't, they give to save the whales or who knows what, or save the Arabs. They don't have a heart. Kind of harsh to say. Why do we say over here they don't have a heart? Because it gives them the wrong thing. Jewish people think of their own first. Everybody really thinks of their own first. But to build a place for God to come and a person doesn't have it in their heart, they ain't going to give. Just like for any other cause. Or they'll give a token $18 maybe. Maybe. Or they'll build more, they'll plant more trees. They'll come and plant more trees. Very nice. What about the orphans? What about the schools? What about people really need? What's the answer? Let someone else do it. Because there are people out there, unfortunately, they give to what they want to give to. Okay. I don't have an issue with that. Whatever, tickles their fancy, so to speak, right? They want to give to. It's their choice. But here, my Rebbe is telling you something. Telling you something very deep. Right? And that is that if you don't have the merits, you don't have the spiritual side over here. Even for bringing down God's presence to the world, you're not going to give. That's a scary thought. Because most people think, I believe it. Why should I give to it? Does it resonate? People sitting and learning while they're married should be working. Should do other things. Let them raise the money. Why should I help? Okay? Their choice. It means they don't have a spiritual heart. It means spiritually, they're pretty much dead. That's a scary thought. And unfortunately, that's most of world Jewry. Doesn't mean they don't give at all. The UJA, the United Jewish Appeal, the United Jewish Congress raised a ton of money. Over $500 million a year. Where's it going? What's it being used for? Say it's their choice. Who says they have to be like you? Whatever. Okay? What are they giving it to? 6% I saw years ago. Where's the money go? Education. 6%. Okay? Right, 6%, $30 million. Something like that. It's worth something if it would be good education. And if it's not good education. Either a person has the merit to give and help others or they don't. You can be trained, but it has to come from within. And if a person doesn't have the spiritual heart, they're not going to do it. I want to remind everyone of class and duties of heart every Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Gate of Self-Accounting. I have 2 Q&As, Tuesday, Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Israel time. We're an hour, still 6 hours ahead, not 7, because we have to change the clocks. Next week, end of next week, the States change the clocks Saturday night. I have a class Pirkei Avos, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, be 8 o'clock Israel time this Saturday night. Sunday, book of Leviticus chapter 9, chapter 16, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Israel time. Conversion classes. Anyone interested in any of them, find me on Facebook at Michael Chaim Kaufman. Beyond Orthodox Conversion to Judaism. You can find my YouTube channel, same thing, Beyond Orthodox Conversion to Judaism. I have Q&As, Ethics of Our Fathers, Torah portion of the week, a lot of stuff there. Or you can send me an email, rabbichaimkaufman@gmail.com, RBBIChaimCoffman @gmail.com.